world, it's Michael Gascon, the horse guru, and I'm coming with you today to show you the benefits of using a breeching with your gaited horse. Here to demonstrate the gaited horse is our horsey model, Miss Suzy. Miss Suzy is a 5-year-old spotted saddle horse, and she was struggling with pacing a little bit, being a little strung out. So what we're going to be using today to help her along with that is a breeching. A breeching, you may be used to seeing this on a driving horse used as brakes in a cart, carriage, or wagon, or you may be used to seeing it whenever you see it on a pack horse going up and down the mountains. So it's going to be a 3-point hook. You could put this on any saddle. If your saddle doesn't have a ring in the back, all you have to do is go to your local hardware store and install a ring here, just like this one has. We put it right in the back of our roping saddle. And we're going to take this clip and we're going to hook it there. Pro tip, the first thing that you hook is the top ring, and the last thing you unhook is the top ring. The reason being, if you hook to both sides of the cinch and you don't have this, and your horse fiddle farts around and moves, well, then it can fall and get behind their legs and kind of be trapped behind them and they can't get it out. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to hook to our cinch on both sides, like so. And I want you to think about this as a collection tool, but also a desensitizing them, gets them used to something touching their butt. The next thing is it helps the saddle stay. So it's a trifecta. It's going to help desensitize your horse, get them so they're not so butt phobic. You could touch their butt and they'll get desensitized. 2, it's going to help that they keep their butt underneath them. Very similar to if you're wearing a tight skirt, you're going to walk a little different. Well, it's the same way. Instead of her being strung out and not using herself, whenever she strides too far out and gets too out of whack, she'll feel this and want to keep her butt underneath her. And 3, up and down treacherous terrains, this is going to keep your saddle placed where it needs to be. I found about this through the Pasofinos in Colombia. When they were going up and down the mountain, they started noticing that their pack mule was more collected than their Pasofino, their riding horse. They thought it was strange. Well, the thing is, whenever you're using a pack mule, you have a breast collar and you have a breeching to keep that pack in the middle of their back so it doesn't slide forward or slide back. When they started applying that to the Pasofinos, they really started getting collection. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, well, I have a quarter horse, or I have Andalusian, or I have a warm blood and I want collection, well, you can use it on them as well. If you go to Spain, you'll see a lot of the bullfighting horses, the rejoneo horses, and you'll see the people who come in to help the matador, they'll be wearing armor, and one of the pieces of armor is a breeching like this that'll be nice and big, and it's to protect it'll be made out of real thick leather and all the way down to here, and it's to help make sure the bull doesn't gore the good horse. So they'll be completely covered with a breeching, and that will really help their collection. So that's really going to help. As far as setting it up, I just want to see the roundest part of her butt. I want to put a hand on the farthest protruding part of her butt and a hand below that. So that's where that is. The next thing, I want to make sure that it's not inhibiting her motion. Whenever I pull on it here, I want to see that it's not tighter. So I don't want it that tight where it's touching when her legs are under her. The only way for this to touch is for her legs to come all the way back here, which we don't want. So that's going to be perfect sitting. It's going to sit on her, fit on her, and not have an issue. If this is the first time that you've ever done this, you want to do a little groundwork to start. But once they're okay, like Miss Suzy's okay with it, we'll show you how to ride with it next. And curve bit. And we just want to get her driving forward into our bridle, and we want her butt underneath her. Now, you could do it without a breeching, and it would be completely bridle on legs, but having a breeching on can really add clarity to the situation and have the horses understanding what you want. So just like anything else, we'll just make sure she's soft and easy there. We're going to gather up the reins here and start asking her to go forward. And what you'll start noticing is whenever she gets a little strung out, she'll see that, touch that breeching, and it'll make her come under her. We should have did a little before video to show you what she was like a couple days ago, but she was really strung out. And just because nobody's really asked of her. So now we're asking of her, we're saying, hey, let's get your butt under you. As long as you're not pulling on my bridle, I'm not pulling on you. And then if you try to slow down or bog down, I'll squeeze you with my legs, and very quickly, between our hands and between our legs, stopping with her butt under her like that, we're going to create a box, and that box is collection. All collection is the relationship between the gas and the brakes. Do they respect your legs enough to go forward, and do they respect your bridle enough not to try to run through it when you ask them to go forward? If they have too much of one and not the other, if they're all go and they don't respect your bridle, they're going to be pulling on you. If you put a bridle on them that they're afraid of, well, then they're not going to want to go forward and you're going to get in a bind. So we're going to get her soft and easy, happy there on our bridle where she's soft, but also we want to make sure that she's getting her butt under and driving. And just like you're starting to see with her, she's starting to find her happy place right in the middle, and that breeching is really helping that, really driving that butt under her without us having to add a lot or crop on her or pop on her, really making it almost second nature for her to have her butt under her. And again, the breeching is really going to add a couple other added benefits of keeping the saddle where we want it, as well as desensitizing her, having something touching her butt when she's driving forward and not worrying too much about it. If you ever want to add a breeching for the first time, just check out our membership club and use the Respect series and just do everything you would do in the Respect series as far as backing them, getting them soft and easy. Just do it all with the breeching on, and no horse ever really has a problem with the breeching because we get them soft and easy. But boy, what a difference it makes in how the horse carries himself. And for a horse like Suzy here, once she gets comfortable, it's so much easier for her to gait when her butt's under her. When she's collected, she's a lot more comfortable. So I ride her with this for a week or two. You could take it off and her movement won't change. She will act just the same because it'll just be muscle memory at that point, and gaiting along and being easy is going to be the easiest thing for her to do. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.